All right, well, hello there. I wanted to create this mini little training or mini little video, however you want to call it, for those that are perhaps you're newly awakened or you have been awoken for a little bit, but you're still trying to figure things out, you're still trying to gather information, and you would consider yourself more of an ascension newbie. So if you are an ascension newbie, if you're somebody who's just trying to like figure it out, you're trying to find your path, you're trying to figure out what all this means, then this video is for you. I would appreciate if you could like this video and subscribe, as it does help this video be found by others. So let's dive into it. Okay, so my name is Amber. I am the creator of the omrarayacademy. And so what this means is that um, the Omra stands for amber in Irish Gaelic. So in this lifetime, I am really finding my path of embodying all of my Celtic heritage and my galactic heritage and kind of weaving that into the creation of this online academy. So this is for sensitives, empaths. This is for healers. This is for star seeds, light workers. This is for awakening souls. This is for anybody literally on the spiritual journey that is trying to get some help. There's a lot of stuff that we are trying to figure out when we're going through this path, whether it be trying to gain more access to more of your gifts and abilities. Maybe you just know that you have a whole bunch of stuff you need to heal. You don't even know where to begin, whether it's from this lifetime, past lifetimes. Maybe you want to know more about your past lifetimes. We can work on that. Maybe you're somebody that, really just wants to figure out what their destiny is. You understand that you have something that you came here to do. My kitty's joining us. And you know that you need some help getting there. So the Armor Ray Academy is designed for those that are wanting to dive into spirituality with advanced topics, because there's a lot of information out on the internet, out in the world, that you can find, just about anywhere, that I find that most people need when they first get going, but then they get to a point where their soul craves more. They're like, I know that there's more out there. I know there's more that I need to understand. I have all these questions. Well, that's what I've designed the academy for. It's typically a 9 to 12 month sort of, you could call it a program. I don't really like to call things, especially the academy, a program, because it's more of like a roadmap. And in this roadmap, okay, there's a bunch of different modules, and in each module, you are given everything literally from A to Z that you need to understand within becoming energetically sovereign. So, meaning energetically responsible for yourself, okay? Having strong boundaries, knowing how to handle and work with energy, your own energy, other people's energies, how to do your own healing through quantum practices, okay? There's a lot of really good stuff in there. So, that's something you can check out, okay? But let's talk about Ascension 101, Ascension Basics, okay? So this video today is for those that want to understand a little bit about the Ascension, what's going on, what's the history behind it, how they can move through it for themselves. So our planet is going through an ascension. And so ascension is considered an ascension of energy and a descension of consciousness. So what does that mean? So here in the third dimensional realm, okay, we have our planet that we see as third dimensional. It has length times width times height. This is why we see a planet that has, and also houses that have, and animals and beings as humans that have a width and a height and a length to them. Okay. This might be information that goes against some of the flat earth kind of thoughts, but I haven't really expanded into that, and I don't know if I will. So if you are a flat earther, then just keep an open mind, hear me out, and just see where I'm going with this. So here in this third dimensional realm, your soul has decided to experience life through this body that you chose, right? It also chose to experience an ascension of the human body, of the human consciousness, and of the planet. So that means everything is ascending at the same time. Okay. So it's a continuous flow of integrating more energy, more light that comes through into the vessel. When more light comes into the vessel, this helps us to expand consciously, because light holds information. Okay. When we are in a very dense state, which most of us are, because first of all, we're human, we're dense matter, right? Vibrating at a low density to create matter that sticks and creates formations. But not only that, but we have so much that we've been through. There's nobody on this planet that's not been through some sort of pain or trauma or heartbreak. Every time you go through that, this is creating something called density. It's taking light energy that's oscillating or spinning at really fast and light frequency waves, and it slows it down and makes it more dense. Over time, this can create density in the body, which causes disease or dis-ease, right? Usually this starts with things like mental health, okay? We have a lot of people and an increase of this, right? Mental health problems. But then this also can turn into physical health problems, emotional health problems, all these different things that we see. We also see that here on this planet, we are very disconnected from our souls. So when you're disconnected from your soul, this takes you away from your purpose. This takes you away from why you came here because you don't remember. So you get trapped and you get all lost in the false matrices, which is the false matrix, the 3D false matrix that we are all learning how to save ourselves from. Okay. And that work starts from within. So we're not escaping anything outside of ourselves, right? Everything starts within us. And that's about taking a look at your programming. What do you believe to be true? Is it actually true? Okay. What kind of limiting beliefs do you have going on? And what kind of trauma do you have being stored and that's holding you back? So we get lost along this journey, right? Because we get told that we have to be and do a certain thing and be a certain way, right? So if you're somebody that had dreams and goals as a child, I'm going to ask you right now, are you living out those dreams and those goals? Or did you get told that it was too imaginative, it was too wild, it was too out there, you're not smart enough, you don't have enough money, all these things, right? So then you don't go after that, right? Well, that's the matrix, right? The matrix comes in and it tells you that you can't do things when you can. So that's how we basically are kind of like rehabilitating ourselves, right? We're rehabilitating ourselves through all of the programming, the negative thoughts and beliefs. And through doing this, it literally creates space. So every time you heal something, whether it's a thought, an emotion, okay, a pattern, a cycle, something like that, right? A trauma, it literally creates an opening within your vessel. So when I'm working on somebody, for example, and I see that they have a lot of stuff that they're holding that's not serving them, I see it as like black energy. It's like black tar. So when we pull that out, there's now an open space where light can come in. Where is the light coming from? The light is coming from different cosmos, different galaxies, different beings, and of course our solar sun. This is why they work so hard to block out the sun, because the sun carries information. It carries codes of information that can decalcify our pineal gland, and it can infuse us with light coded information, light infused information that can help us to awaken and expand more, right? We become lighter, right? The lighter we become, the more we access. So it's a progression of integrating more light, right? And also ascending our consciousness. So descending and ascending. Sorry, descending and ascending, descending and ascending, right? It's this continuous motion of descending and ascending of light energy. Okay, so everybody's going through this in some way, shape, or form. Now you might ask, okay, well, what about the people that are losing their lives and leaving this planet? There are souls that have been contracted. Everybody has a blueprint, a design of how far they were going to go in this ascension. Not everybody was contracted to do that, and that was a soul's decision. It's always the soul's decision. Okay, we have free will. Now, if somebody goes by accident, okay, the soul has the opportunity to decide if they can, if they want to stay in this body or if they want to just reincarnate and come back through another body, if they can. There's a lot of different things that play into that, and we could talk about that another time. But for today, and just to kind of keep it simple in terms of Ascension basics, Ascension 101, okay? If you're like, well, what do I need to be focusing on right now? What do I need to be doing to ascend? What does that mean? Okay, you need to focus on your healing. You need to focus on taking back your power and rehabilitating yourself from the trauma and the pain cycles, okay? How many of you can say that you're living out a lot of the same cycles and patterns of your family, of your parents, of other people in your life, right? probably most of us. So it's our job to rehabilitate ourselves from that and break a lot of the patterns and cycles, traumas, and different types of, limiting beliefs and programmings. Okay. So healing is the number one thing that you should be focused on. Heal, 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 heal. If you're not sure how to do that, well, there's lots of resources for that. There's people like me who you can work with. There's also tons of them out there. Okay, we've got tons of healers out there now. But you can also join things like my academy, or you can join other things, right? Sometimes we need that help. Okay. When I was on this journey first beginning, I did a lot on my own so that I didn't have to spend money, because I had a lot of limiting money beliefs. I didn't want to invest in myself. I didn't want to pay for school. I didn't want to pay somebody to help me because I was like, well, I could figure this out myself. Well, the truth was is that I couldn't. I could to a degree, right? I spent like an entire year just like watching YouTube videos, right? Like this, reading books, right? Obtaining as much as I possibly could. And then it got to a point where I needed more and I needed that help. So if you're at that point where you need a little bit of help, that's fine. Trust and have faith that the more that you invest into yourself, the more you will get back in return. You will always get it back. It may not be when you think you're going to get it back, but you will get it back. We are learning how to be the conscious co-creators of our existence, the conscious encryptors, code encryptors of the matricy. Okay. So the more that we pull out of the matrix, okay, that means taking back our freedom, freedom of making money, manifesting money, freedom of having good soul aligned relationships, not the karmic relationships. Karmic relationships are hard. Karmic relationships come up with a lot of past life trauma, a lot of past life karma, a lot of past life loops and cycles and patterns that just keep replaying. You have to make the decision. Are we going to keep this continue to play out? Or are we going to pull back and be like, I'm here to experience more in this lifetime. I got to get out of this, right? So you take back your power by changing yourself within you, okay? First and foremost, because our emotions carry a frequency. So whatever emotions you're emitting and thoughts, that holds a power to it. That emits off of you and it helps to co-create more of that into your universe, which helps to co-create more of that into the false matricy, which keeps more people in the pain and suffering loops. Okay. So Ascension 101 is basically just this. Okay. Just to kind of recap, we came here to save ourselves. We came here to become the highest, best versions of ourselves. That means we have to do the work. And the more that you do the work, you're literally setting yourself free from ancestral and karmic loops, traumas, cycles, and patterns. Okay. And what this does is it sets your soul free, and you're able now to actually start connecting with your soul, right? So the more you heal your trauma and your limiting beliefs and your pain, okay, you're going to literally be integrating more of your higher self. So what does that mean? Okay, there's a higher part of ourself and a lower part of ourself. Now, that's within the body. There's also a higher part of ourself in the universe and a lower part of ourself in the universe. We could think of that aspect of us here in the third dimensional earth realm. But there's a higher consciousness aspect of yourself in a higher dimension within the universe, okay? So you are learning how to deprogram all of the false matricy chaos and noise and programs within you, so the higher aspects of you can integrate, right, into this body. So that's the descension, right? You're descending the higher aspects of you that are already ascended into this body. And what this does is it simultaneously ascends your consciousness, because now you're holding more light information that is just simply you. Okay, so I hope that that helps somebody that needed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe on this video. It definitely helps to have this message reach others. I appreciate you so much. If you would like some extra help or any other suggestions of videos that you would like, please, you can follow the links below. You can visit my website. You can send me an email to book personal one-to-one sessions for channeled messages, healing, activations, upgrades, or if you'd like to join the academy with other students who are learning how to become masters of thyself, to take back their power, to learn everything they need to do to heal themselves, their family, to become energetically sovereign within themselves. You can find all that information below, and I'll see you in the next video.